Alright, so the stream should be live now. I'm still checking out some things because just with the sound and stuff. Is the is the sound okay, everyone? It's one of the things I'm most interested in right now. Just going to check. Just going to check on my own as well. Just going to turn off the sound. Let's see what it's like. Hello everyone. Just going to check. Oh yeah. Just going to check on my. Yeah, good to see you too, Seeker. Welcome to the stream. All right, the sound seems okay too, so I'm just going to assume that it's okay. Please let me know if anything happens with the mic or anything. I think last week or like 6 days ago we had some problems with the mic. It seems good now. Good evening, Hank. Good to have you here. So yeah, in this video I just wanted to do. I think I'll be streaming for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm doing good, man, Izu. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick few things. I wanted to go over some of the trades we did last week, because last week was a pretty good trading week. And apart from that, also wanted to look for some new trades at some major crypto pairs such as Cardano, XRP, Solana, Ethereum, all of these ones at least. Maybe some other ones. But the most important thing, I think, is that if you have any requests, please let me know. Because, I mean, we're pretty flexible. I mean, we can do anything we want. So yeah, the main thing, today I posted, at this point of time, I got 2 active pending trades. The first one is this one here for Cardano. And that's quite tough. So I posted this on Twitter. We can actually check that out better right here because like this was the trade and we didn't hit that. I still think this is valid. It's a little bit tough because like there's already a lot of momentum has already played out, because when I placed the trade, price was down here, so there was still quite a high probability of actually getting that entry level. And I mean that take profit would have actually have been hit easily. So right now what would happen, the thing is that bulls versus bear. Well, on the short term, I actually think that the bulls could have some momentum. I think June could actually be a bullish month. I think we could actually see a green weekly candle. But for the rest of the year, I mean, it's hard to say. But as of right now, it does seem like the bears will win. So that's tough. But anything is possible. But the main thing, I mean, what happened with Cardano today is, I mean, we already got this move. So a lot of momentum is already gone. And if we'll actually reject down to this level, that means that there's quite a lot of bearish momentum, and that makes this trade high risk. So I said that it was medium risk on Twitter, I think. But now I would consider it as high risk. And I will delete it if we break out of this 55 cents level. Because if we break 55 cents, there's a really big chance we're getting up to 60 cents. Which today I did an analysis on Cardano. And we did discuss that possibility of actually getting all the way up to 60 cents. But I didn't think it would go this quick. So that's one trade. Another one kind of based on the same idea. And it's also an idea we discussed last time I did like a trading setups video on the channel itself. Same idea, it's this one. So that's a little bit closer, as you can see. The entry price is 1909. I haven't posted this on Twitter, but you can write it down right now if you want to. I'd say at this point of time, this is actually pretty low risk. So if we zoom into the 1 hour time frame, it looks a little bit ugly. But the main idea is that we would take this like it's 1909.6, so we can just drag that 1909.6. This will do. So the main thing, like we got this touch right here, and this dropped down to. Oh wait, this isn't correct. It's now at 19. I have to do it like this. Like this, yeah. So we just didn't touch that. I actually was watching it live on Bybit. That's the main platform I trade on. And I would I would definitely advise you to trade on that as well. They have really low fees. So down in the description there's a register link. With that link you get some discount on the transactions, and you're also eligible to some bonuses if you're interested. It's definitely not not an obligation. I mean, do what you want. It would help me, but it's in the end it's your choice. But I was watching this live and we got this move here off of that level. Haven't hit that take profit yet, and we're still struggling with this level here at 1940. That's a pretty strong, so let's zoom out to the 4 hour actually a little bit. That's a pretty strong resistance level. So I still see that possibility that we actually drop down again, enter the trade, catch the pending, and then get back up to that take profit, which is now 2011. So I still think that's possible. But if overnight, like if I wake up tomorrow and the price is right here at around 2K, I'm just going to cancel that pending as well. Depending on the sentiment actually throughout the market, I might then just move it up here. But if I'll do that, I'll definitely post that on Twitter, because that would be a little bit more high risk. So yeah, kind of wanted to, and I think that's interesting as well. But before we get into, oh wait, let's actually go over all the trades we had. Jasmine, we didn't have any trades. IODEX, we had this one. Hit take profit yesterday, was a pretty good trade. As you can see, it was pretty much a snipe. And if you want to verify all these trades, I always say this, you can just check out my last stream. I always upload my streams as well. And in that video, you could just see live that we found this trade. So that's great. So that was one of the trades we had. LRC, we didn't trade. Bitcoin, this was an old trade. Then Harmony 1 is actually still active. Was it pretty risky? As you can see, we almost touched that stop loss. If there actually was a little bit of slippage for you, you might have been taken out. That was possible, because stop loss was just under 4 cents, and we touched, and we also got just under 4 cents with the price of Harmony. But right now it's coming close to that take profit. So I think we're going to hit that. Not sure, but I think so. And apart from that, yeah, Solana, this could be interesting. But the chart of Solana right now is a little bit messy, I think. But this is a trade idea we talked about in the last trading setups and trading ideas video as well. Last one I uploaded. And this, I'm not sure if this is valid. See, Solana compared with other cryptos is moving in quite a weird way. It's a little bit more volatile, and it's, I mean, as you can see, like a pair such as Cardano, it just has this very clear support level right here. We broke that, we got a bullish breakout. But with Solana, it's a little bit more distributed, I guess you could say. I mean, you got some lows right here, you got a low right there, and down here. So the level I designated for a good long trade, like a break retest trade, so to say. So we break that and then retest that level, was this one at around 47.18. I don't know whether that's valid. Again, I'll either post that on Twitter, whether I'm going to take that, or in a new video tomorrow, but probably on Twitter. But I don't think I'll trade it. So apart from that, XRP we checked, Cardano we checked. So that was all. So what I thought would be interesting. So let me know if you think that's a good idea as well. But to kind of take a look at Bitcoin real quick. So I analyze Bitcoin every morning. Oh, but things are happening, guys. Oh, wow. Things are happening. So we'll definitely do this. Just wanted to analyze Bitcoin a little bit, because in this, in the update we did this morning, was actually, so we discussed the possibility of actually getting some sort of a bullish breakout, which it definitely looks like we're getting that. I mean, we got this one move. So the main level we need to break is 31,000, which we haven't done for 18 days, so almost 3 weeks now. We did it right here, but this was kind of like a fluky move, because all of the cryptos actually had a move like this, and it seemed a little bit manipulated, so could be that. But right now with Bitcoin, I mean, last hour has actually been pretty bullish, and we still have half an hour to close that candle. But I'd say, yeah, it hit 31,000. and the main thing we're looking for obviously is now to actually break above that level. And I'd say, I mean, it could be a pretty risky trade, but if we actually close above 31,000, or more specifically 30,980, that's very specific. But yeah, if we actually get that, if we actually close above that, it could be a pretty decent trade. But again, I mean, the thing I'm talking about right now is that if we actually close above this level, we could do something like this, and then get up to, in the video this morning, I talked about 32,000. That being a good price target. But when I'm looking at it right now, something like 32,150, more specifically, I mean, these are very specific price areas. And if you don't care about that, just here 32,000. But it's interesting as a trade, because I'm thinking about doing something like this, which would be done in this stream, so in the next 30 minutes. So some live trading, I guess. But I'm interested in doing something like this. Maybe something like this. That's a 2.16 risk reward. Manipulated. Yeah, no, not really bots. I think maybe like whales, because I mean it's explainable by, it just wasn't, I mean, you could see that it was quite bullish, Bitcoin, and it really felt bullish. And back then, I also did a video that I really expected us to, when we actually broke above 31,000, that we would see something like this. So the same we're talking about right now. But all cryptos had exactly this move. So they broke out of like almost, it's always difficult to compare key levels with each other from different cryptos against USDT or USD. But it is quite comparable, and all the cryptos actually had this breakout and immediately like kind of had a fake out, because you can see that we didn't even react to that level. We just dropped down immediately. So I thought it was maybe a little bit of manipulation by whales or something, because I mean, getting this nice touch and then having quite a lot of bullish momentum, and all of a sudden a huge drop in just a matter of hours. I mean, from 2 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning, in 6 hours we dropped from 31,000 all the way down to 29,500. So I thought that was that. But yeah, with this and thank you. Yeah, last days with Bitcoin were pretty good. The main thing was that Bitcoin was actually stronger than other cryptos. And it was really just trying to hold this level, and we were closing in with that triangle and with this all going on. So we had something like this just drawn out of the loose hands, but we really had to get this breakout in order to get this. So yesterday was actually pretty pretty nice day. I just checked the chart like all day, not in a very intense way, but just sometimes I knew the levels. We had to break 29,500 to actually close above the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame to actually do this. And once we broke that, we took a break retest. That was tonight, and we got that pretty good move. So waking up with that Bitcoin at around 30.5K it was this morning was good waking up. Obviously, I mean, if you compare it with the last months, it's not that great. But again, you have to live with the small positive things. So again, to this trade, I think this is a pretty nice trade. So I will trade this. We still have to wait for the candle, because a lot of things can happen. We can still, I mean, if we close below this level, I will not enter the trade, because then I still think that breakout could occur. But then it will just take a little bit longer. So, and I'm not placing that trade with some kind of stop order. I'll just check in the morning again if it's still valid. If it isn't, I'm not going to trade it. I mean, it's there's no point. If you see a good trade, you should take it, but you definitely should not rush it or create a trade that isn't there. So I think in the next 25 minutes, if we actually close above this level, I'll take this trade. I'd say it's medium to high risk, but could be a very nice one, because this is a very conservative take profit, I think, with a breakout. So I'll put that take profit into place, but I think you could actually extend it towards levels like right here, which would be a 3 risk reward. All right, so stream is still doing okay. So yeah, I thought it would be interesting to actually take a look at Bitcoin again. Let's also take a look at Ethereum. But we can do that with trading. As I said, I had that pending order that's still valid. Now let's take a look at Ethereum on this chart. This chart is a little bit more clear. It's a little bit more clear. This one. Alright, so we can delete this one, I think, and we can extend this one a little bit. We can actually draw a new fib, I think. So Ethereum actually fell. I think you all realize that, but Ethereum actually fell a lot. Does this look valid? It looks kind of valid. I mean, we got that break retest off of that level. So Ethereum fell pretty hard compared with other cryptos. KCN breakout. You mean KNC? Because I don't know a KCN. I know a KCS. I think you mean KNC, right? We can check that out. I think we already had a breakout with KNC. But I'm not sure about like above $2. Getting above $2 was already pretty great. Right now in the top 100, it's up there, but it's not that bullish. I mean, KNC can have massive like rallies, so that's great. But if we take a look at Ethereum right now, the main thing we would need to do with Ethereum, because it fell pretty hard. I mean, again, if you compare Bitcoin with Ethereum and you compare the levels, Bitcoin actually held this level, while Ethereum dropped down a good 10%, which may not seem like a lot, depending on what you do. If you're trading stocks, that's a lot, but for crypto that's not a lot. For Ethereum it's quite a lot. But yeah, so the main thing we need to do with Ethereum for now is breaking above this level, like here at 1950. It's also what I talked about with the trade idea on Ethereum, that we still have this level right here, so we can actually get back, pick up my trade, and do something like this. But as soon as we break above 1958, 1960, we'll definitely go up towards this 2020 level. But it's going to be tough. I mean, for Ethereum, just because we have to come from a little bit further down, we also need a little bit more of bullish momentum to actually get back up to this level here at 2080. That's the main level we're trying to get to, essentially. But that's going to be pretty hard. We would need like a... I think it's going to happen if Bitcoin actually gets this breakout that's going on right now. So yeah. Well, there's not a lot of FOMO. I mean, I do some trades, but most of my crypto is still long-term holding, and I have been selling some of my altcoins. Some of them I kind of started doubting, and I'm putting that in Ethereum right now. Mostly Ethereum, not even Bitcoin, but I think Ethereum is the best risk reward ratio at this point of time. But let's actually check out KNC. So I think this is possible, but we would need some more bullish momentum throughout the next 2 or 3 days. So with KNC, let's actually check that out. So this was a trade from some time ago. Yeah, the breakout, we could definitely have a breakout with KNC, but yeah, it's pretty visible. My entry on ETH, you mean like my average buy-in price of the Ethereum I'm holding? I don't know, and it's going to be tough to actually access those wallets. The trade I have on Ethereum is you can check that out right here. I'll post it in the chat. It's easier. It's this. So let's actually do this. quickly just putting it there. 1909.6 I think it was, and then a stop loss at around 1805.9. Then a take profit at 2012. So that's the trade right now I have on Ethereum, and that's a risk reward of 2.03. So I try to get a minimum of a 2.0 risk reward on all my trades. But yeah, let's actually get to KNC. So it's quite obvious what's the main level we would need to break with KNC. It's this level right here. If we actually can get above 2.35, then I think we could have a bullish breakout. So if we zoom into the 1 hour time frame, maybe that's better. It actually looks quite bullish, as you can see. But the main thing, I mean, you could argue that we need to close above 2.3, which I'm not sure if I agree. But it is possible. It just depends. If we get like a move all the way up to 2.38 and we close at around this level, I would, for example, place a long trade. But I think that if that's going to happen, I think it will happen tonight. So then I won't be awake. But the main trade I would be looking for then is to take a break retest of 2.3, and then we can actually have a bullish breakout all the way to 2.5 at least. So that would be my first, like my trade position would then be something like this, which is a 2.9 risk reward. That's amazing. But as I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to trade that, because I'm not going to stay awake for this move. But that's the main thing. That's the main thing we're looking for with KNC, I'd say. That's pretty possible. But it's equally possible that we're actually rejecting off of 2.3 and dropping down all the way to these levels down here again. I mean, if Bitcoin does not make that breakout, KNC is probably going to drop down to $2. Now, depending on the market circumstances, I mean, that $2 has always been very strong. So we could actually find enough support off of there, and together with some more bullish market circumstances, that could actually be pretty good. What's up, Mo? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, for KNC, I will probably update that on Twitter as well. I've become pretty active on Twitter, so follow me there if you want continued updates on the trades and certain pairs. So the main pairs I cover there are these. So Jasmy, Yodex, Loopring, Bitcoin, Harmony One, sometimes Ethereum, KNC, Solana, XRP, and ADA. So check that out. It's just the same. It's Cilinix crypto. Ape USDT. Oh, it's actually, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I'll grab some water real quick. All right, but yeah, that's Ape USDT. That's quite interesting, because as you might know, I did an analysis on that this morning. And the main thing we talked about is that ApeCoin is actually, compared with other cryptos, is actually pretty weak right now, because while other cryptos have already broken above this level, like if you compare the level between different cryptos, it's kind of the same level. So other cryptos have actually broken above that level. ApeCoin hasn't. So that's the main thing we're looking for right now. And I'd say it's a pretty good thing that Bitcoin is this bullish, and that it actually looks like we're getting some sort of a bullish breakout. Because that would mean, I think, that we can also get this with ApeCoin. So the main thing we would need to break with ApeCoin is that $7.5 level. You can also check that out on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, that's just like this level in the middle is the most important level. And if we can break above that, I think we can have a fairly big bull run, actually, all the way up to $8.5 and $9. In the video this morning I said $9. Just to be conservative, I'd say 8.5. So to be honest with you, it's not looking that great for ApeCoin, at least not on the short term. I mean, we're talking on short term price movements right now. Long term, I think they're solid, but yeah, it hit 32,000. No way. On what exchange is that? It's not on CoinMarketCap, but CoinMarketCap lags behind sometimes. So I'll go back to that soon. But yeah, so ape.us against USDT, it's pretty weak compared with other cryptos. But if Bitcoin actually gets that bullish breakout out of 31,000, I think ApeCoin can get something like this. So we're probably, I mean, this break retest off of that 7.75, 7.5 level is not guaranteed. We can also just get up to that level immediately, creating a very weird arrow right here. But well, so let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Just because you said that it went up to 32,000, well, I don't see it. We're now at 31,200. This is a weird. This is not the chart I had. No. I have a different chart. This chart of Bitcoin is way better. Way more details. So the thing we're looking for, and welcome new viewers. And what I said as well, some great things are happening with crypto right now. Obviously not in the midterm or the long term, because for the last months it's been bad. But short term, it does look like we're breaking above 31,000. And as soon as we break above 31,000, first of all, I'm going to be entering this trade. You can see the entry, stop loss, take profit. That's just what I'm going to be doing. But essentially what that means, I think, is that we'll have some more bullish impulses throughout the whole market. So some cryptos will have some small rallies and others will just go up together with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin itself will go up to at least 32,000, which would be great. I mean, it's a great move. Yeah, Hank, it's just I think the time of today or today's or these times are actually good to invest in crypto too, because it actually makes you stronger. I mean, these days are quite tough, and I still remember back in 2017 and 2018 when that big crash happened. I mean, 2018 when that crash happened, I just didn't look at it at all anymore. My Bitcoin went up from 400 euros, was still in high school then, went up from 400 euros up to like 2200. So massive gains. First when I entered Bitcoin, I entered at like $5,000. So I think these markets, I mean, even though they're tough, and even though I do expect, if this is a real bear market, I do expect Bitcoin and other cryptos to fall even more. At this point of time, it's just hard to say what's happening. I mean, last year we also thought it was a bear market, but it was a very weird market state. But it's very well arguable that this is going to be a big bear market. I mean, you've got the inflation, and with that, the interest rates rising and political unrest. So it's going to be a tough market, but I do think it's a good time to invest, definitely for the long term. What about Project Galaxy? Let's see. I'm pretty interested in what it did since the video. Wow. Great chart. So I always analyze Gal on this time frame. So yeah, when I did the video, I thought, like I said, we would drop down, right? When I did the video, I think it was around here, or around here, something like this. So I thought we would actually drop down to this level, which we have just done. But this level is really strong. I mean, this level, we got a lot of EMAs right now, which the more EMAs at one level, the less strong they are, because that suggests that there's not a real trend anymore in the price. But apart from that, I mean, this is already a strong key level, and then you also got that $5 psychological key level with that, which does make it stronger. So I'd say something like this is still valid. It might seem very bullish if you're watching this right now, but believe me, it's really just what I think, and I could definitely be wrong, definitely. But it's this is a strong level, and as I said again, with the correlation Bitcoin is looking quite strong. So unless this is a big fake out and Bitcoin drops down to 30,000, something like this is still valid. But I also explained that in a video. The video is actually quite thorough, because I also explained what I thought depending on different market circumstances. So for example, if Bitcoin actually stays around 30,000, 30,500, I still think something like this could happen, but then I would expect something like this, and just to consolidate on top of $5. But if that bullish breakout actually happens for Bitcoin, I still think this is the most likely scenario. And this would be, it seems like a huge move on the 1 hour time frame, but in reality it's like 30%, which is definitely doable in the next few days if we actually keep this bullish momentum. And the initial move was only 17%, which for a coin such as Project Galaxy or the GAL token is definitely possible. It has a huge community behind it, a lot of volume, so that's definitely possible. So yeah, this is basically my short update on the GAL token. Not a lot has happened since I did the video, and it is still valid, I'd say. Should I buy Gala token? I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you like the project and you want to invest in it for the long term, I wouldn't go all in right now. There's not a lot of inflation in price. I expected there to be more inflation, but I wouldn't go all in. I mean, if you believe in the project, I would just DCA in. So for example, if you want to invest $1,000, I would do $100 for the next 10 months, just to average the cost price, because I think, I mean, with Gala as well, Gala has had a pretty good day the last day. I mean, we went from 0.76 to 0.82, and at the height we were at 8.3 cents. So there's a good possibility, and definitely in a bear market, that Gala is actually going to fall even more. If we actually get into a bear market, I expect the worst moves in the next 10 months. So if you want to invest like $1,000, do $100 every month for 10 months, I think your average price is pretty low, and then it could be a good investment. But this is not financial advice. I mean, I try to give you my opinion on it. I'm not a holder of Gala, but that's mainly because I was right here and I missed the boat. So usually when I miss the boat, I don't buy in anymore, which could be a bad trade of mine, but still. So Matic. Yeah, Matic is a great coin, and Polygon is a great project. I really like that. I bought it very cheap as well, so maybe that makes it better too. But yeah, like Polygon, I bought, I think, like here at around 40 cents. So I had that initial bull run and then that second bull run at so yeah, this was actually in December, after that big drop, the 4th of December, right here. Matic actually continued to rise for like a month, which was great, but yeah, it's dropping quite hard right now. But I still think it's a great project, and obviously it's dropping quite hard, but I'm still in profit, so I would definitely not sell it. I think it's one of a kind of a project right now, definitely with this market cap, and yeah, I still believe in it. It's also already 80% of it is in circulation of the total and max supply, so that's great. And even though I think that there's a possibility that Matic will actually, or Polygon will actually be replaced by other better layer 2 solutions and layer 2 options, I still think it's going to be around. It's one of the first ones, and I think it's still going to be big. It's already big right now, so maybe, I mean, I think it's going to be sticking around till 2022. Whether it's going to have a parabolic rally like some other cryptos like Terra had, I mean, it's a sore topic, but Terra had a parabolic rally, or the Near protocol. Whether something like that is going to happen, again, it's a very low probability with Polygon. That's just what you see. I mean, here you can see with Near, last year we went from $2 all the way up to $20. Now back again at $5, but that doesn't matter. Thoughts on Algorand? Let's check it out. I haven't actually. So this could have also. Sorry, I'm switching between the project, between the things I'm talking about. But this could have also been a great trade. Something like this. It's quite low risk and would have been a risk reward of 3.25. I might still enter this, which I do not. No, I'm not going to enter that. No, that would be stupid. I mean, we could get something like this. Risk reward of 0.75. That's not worth it. So yeah, I'll talk about Woo as well. First, I'll check out Algorand a little bit, because Algorand is I mean, when we got that news about the FIFA World Cup and stuff, it was actually a booming project. Still think it's great. Wow, this is a little bit zoomed in. This is an old analysis. Oh, I haven't analyzed Algorand in quite some time now, I think. So Algorand took a pretty big beating as well by those bearish days. So yeah, yesterday it was pretty bullish, but it's still down quite a bit. And that's all explainable, because if you actually compare this drop for Algorand with drops other cryptos had the 12th of May and like days leading up to that, the drop of Algorand actually is not that bad. So yeah, it's all about perspective, really. So what we're seeing right now with Algorand is we just broke above this level and that 50 EMA here at 40 cents. That's great. I think we can now actually move up to this level right here, but this is going to be a tough level again. What's up, Mr. West? And no problem, man. Good to have you here. So yeah, it's the next resistance level for Algorand right now is that between $43 and $42. I think that's going to be a pretty tough resistance level. So I think we will reject off of that level. If we actually get some more bullish momentum in the whole crypto market, we'll do something like this. And then drop down to 41 or 41,000, and then eventually get above 43,000. And if that happens, I think we can actually move all the way up to 47 cents. I was talking about thousands. That it's a little bit late for me. Had a short night yesterday, so excuse me for that. But something like this for Algorand is possible if we keep this bullish momentum we have right now. So we got quite some bullish momentum right now, and at 11 o'clock I have to check something, because then I have to enter a trade or not. So something like this is possible if the market actually retains that bullish momentum, because then we can actually, I mean, this is too strong of a level to not reject off of it. So if we get a bullish market, we'll just find support at 41 cents and then get above that. But if, for example, we reject off of this level, and when that happens, Bitcoin also drops down to 30,000 or 29,500 again, we're just going to consolidate down here. So it really depends on the market circumstances for Algo. So yeah, Woo, I'll check Woo out. I don't have a chart on Woo, I think. I haven't analyzed Woo in a really long time. I got charts on a lot of cryptos, 350 of them. But I don't. My Woo chart is going to be really old, so we'll do some quick charting. That's possible. Why not? It's not that old. It is a little bit, because these are still. I mean, these are now a lighter color in my last analysis. You can still check it out a little bit. Something like, no, we're just going to do that a little bit later. So I'll do something like this. See if this is still valid. This fib. That seems valid. That seems valid too. So then we'll do something like, oh, this fib is really valid. Wow, that's a great fib. It's not going to be applicable that much, but still. So Woo, I mean, I don't really know the project, it's been around since forever. But I know it has a great community because that's why I covered it most of the time. So little fake out right there. Let's see. Wu is also trying to get some sort of a breakout. It's now struggling with that 50 EMA, which is the red line. So it's the 50 EMA, so it's the average moving average of the last 50 candles on the 4-hour time frame. I won't be able to do all the analysis requests, guys, I think, because I still have to enter a trade, and I didn't want to analyze or stream for that long. But then I'll stream again tomorrow maybe, and check it out then. So hopefully that's okay with you. But let's actually check out Wu real quick. So the main thing we're trying to do with Wu is this level. We have already, I mean, we're still struggling with this level down here, but I think we'll break that. I think that's going to be easy. The difficult part is breaking above 18.3 cents. If we actually are able to get above 18.3 cents, I expect a bull run something like this. So going up to, like, you got that psychological resistance level at 20 cents, but that doesn't seem to be respected that much. So we might see something like this, but eventually I do expect us to go up to 21 cents. So that's the main thing we're looking for. Again, it's everything is so correlated. It's almost boring. But again, if Bitcoin gets that breakout, I think we'll see something with like this with Wu as well. But if it's a fake out with Bitcoin, which you definitely shouldn't throw away that idea, then Wu is probably going to reject off of this level. And we might have another opportunity off of that break retest of 17 cents to do something like that. But that will again depend on the market circumstances. So Wu is actually pretty tough right now. The main takeaway for Wu is breaking that 18.5 cents level. That would be great. So that's the main takeaway. When are you going to drop some more merchandise? Well, I've never dropped merchandise, so maybe. I mean, there are no plans for merchandise. I just don't. I feel like most merchandise is just trying to make money off of viewers, which is not what I'm wanting to do. So maybe if I can think of something that has some real value for all of you, that would be great. But I'm not sure. So this candle actually hasn't closed yet. I'm not sure when it will. It should have closed. It's been 11 o'clock. We are. Oh wait. Wow. Good morning. 1 hour time frame. So guys, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. How would you verify that it's not a Bitcoin fake out? Oh, I'll cover that real quick, and then I'll enter the trade. Oh, we are on Bitcoin right now. So how I would confirm that is if we get a strong touch off of 31,000. If it's a fake out, we would just shoot right through again. We would get no touch, no form of activity off of 31,000. If we now drop down and we get some sort of a move off of 31,000, then then it's a breakout. And it's not a fake out. So it's pretty easy. It could still be a fake out, but that's the main thing I'm using. All right, so I'm going to enter this trade real quick. I don't think you'll be able to see that, and I don't want you to be able to see that either. It's my private account, and lately I have been getting quite a lot of hacking attacks. So it's not great. I haven't been hacked, but they did get into some of my accounts, which is bad. But it's yeah, as I said, it's all right. So yeah, let's check that out. Going to try to do this real quick. The opening is 30,987. All right. The order cost, I'll do something like this. That's all right. Take profit is at around 32,100. I might still change that take profit level, and 30,450. Let's see. Yeah, it seems all right. So I'm going to confirm that. All right. So I put that in. Hasn't been filled yet, obviously, because Bitcoin hasn't hit that level. But I'm waiting for that level. I don't think it's going to hit during this stream. But yeah, with that, I might actually delete either this trade. No, I'm not going to delete this one. It's really unlikely that this will hit before I wake up. And this one I still believe in. So I'm still keeping those trades open. Let's check out one more crypto. Let's check out the basic attention token. BAT was also requested. Thought it would be interesting. It's I've been holding this for a long time too. So, wow, I haven't analyzed this in a really long time. It's a shame. It's a real shame. This is still valid. This is still valid somewhat. Can delete this, delete that, delete this. Excuse me. Just some very quick charting. Oh wow, we actually got some previous price action to base some of our things upon. So we can have something like this and something like maybe something like this too, if that's valid. Yeah, it seems pretty valid. It's always funny to see that. And that old levels, they always come back. So if we check that out right now on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what we got. This is not a valid fib. We could maybe draw some sort of a fib off of here. Do something like this. Doesn't seem that valid. This doesn't seem either. Something like this better? No. Something like this then. I don't really like this fib. So I'm just going to treat that with a little bit of caution. So yeah, basic attention token. It does look like we're breaking out of this level right here, which I know that there's the fib, but there's also a level around that, like right here. So it looks like we're trying to break out of that. BAT has actually been really neutral in the last weeks. It's still been in that consolidation it's been in. I mean, BAT, ever since I dropped the 12th of May, we have been in this consolidation between 35 cents and 42 cents. We haven't hit that 42 cents in a while now, but I think we got a good chance at doing that. Breaking above 40 cents. Could take a little bit longer. Maybe we have to drop down to 38 cents or this 37 cents area, but after a while I do think we'll break that, and afterwards I expect something like this and going up to that 42 cents level. What happens from that 42 cents level at this point in time, it's too hard to tell, but that's my short-term analysis on basic attention token. It seems alright. Yeah, it seems good. I am assuming a little bit that we have more bullish momentum throughout the next 2 days though. So if that does not happen, if we get bearish fundamental news, which is always possible, it's going to be a little bit more tough. But yeah, as I said, I don't assume we'll have that. So yeah, that's basically been my stream, guys. I'm gonna end it here. So as I said, maybe I'll stream tomorrow as well. Follow me on Twitter, cilinixfxcapital, if you want to be updated with that. Also, I also said this in my community. If you want to help the channel, don't buy any merchandise or something. That's not necessary. But some of the things you can do is you can actually down in the description of my normal videos and this one as well, I think there are some register links of exchanges. So if you ever want to register for a certain exchange, such as Bybit, to trade, they have the lowest fees. Make sure to use that link. If you want to support me, you don't have to use that link, but if you use that link, you are eligible to some bonuses, and you also have some discounts on transaction fees. So that's how you can support me. But for now, the most important thing was that you were all here. So thank you all for watching and being here. Thought it was a nice stream. Thought it was nice with you all. So enjoy the rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, depending on wherever you are. And I'd love to see you back in my videos, in the comments, and in the next stream. So thank you all for being here, and see you all later. Bye.